All right. This is what you guys wanted. I'm back. I promise you that I'm going to give you everything I know. I'm going to give you the game from a totally different perspective. All that I ask is that you be very nice in your comments, because I know 90% of you are not going to agree with my perspective. But for the 10% who's open to hearing a different perspective, I consider myself to be the 10%. I don't follow the crowd. I don't do what everyone else does. Reason being is because I see the 90% all doing the same thing, and the 90% are all struggling together. I was a part of the 90% not long ago, and I do not want to be a part of the 90% again. I was homeless at least 3 times in my life. Starting my senior year in high school, I was homeless. Shortly after that, I was homeless again. And then just a few years ago, as a grown-ass adult, I was homeless. And the last time, it was for 3 months. I lived in my truck for 2 months. And then a month after that, I had no truck. And then I had to do something different to change my life. Fast forward just a few years, here we are today. I'm living my best life, my blessed life. And I've been through a lot. So I'm not going to sit here and act like everything's been perfect or act like it's been a win every day. It has not been. But I am thankful for my health. I'm thankful that I'm still here. That's better than any amount of money. And I'm thankful that I still have an opportunity to do some things different and try to change my life, because I know I'm running out of time. So again, if you agree with the things I have to say, let me know in the comments. If you disagree, let me know in the comments. Just be respectful. I appreciate that. I don't mind the back and forth, because you might say something that'll change my perspective, and I appreciate that. And it happens a lot, because I'm not always right. I'm only right when I'm not wrong, guys, okay? So smash subscribe. If you don't mind, subscribe to the channel. Hit the thumbs up. And I'm on my way to do a midday workout. I told you I get to do whatever I want to do with my time, because I don't have a job and I don't want one. Haven't had a job since 2020. Never want to have one again. Jobs take away my time, and that's the thing I want the most. So hit subscribe, hit thumbs up, welcome to the channel, tell somebody else about it, and watch at least one other video if you don't mind every day. So I'm going to try to keep this information coming. So for the days where I'm taking vacations and doing stuff like that, just kind of work with me. So this happened today, just today. So I had to do this video because it was fresh on my mind. So my wife and I, we were hanging out together today. If you guys know my story, my wife retired in January. She still works from time to time, so I call it semi-retire, which is okay. Most people don't want to sit around doing nothing, right? And but we don't need her paycheck. We don't need her to have a job, but she does. You know, she enjoys what she does. That's fine. So we were riding through the neighborhood on our way. So we dropped the kids off, kids daycare in the neighborhood, on our way to go and have some breakfast somewhere, and somewhere nice, Waffle House, because I like the Waffle House. And so we were. You can never not like the Waffle House. And so we were on our way to the Waffle House. And by the way, when we got there, everybody was standing outside of the Waffle House. The whole staff in the back of the Waffle House smoking by the trash can. So you know that means it's going to have some good food in there. If your staff is not outside smoking by the trash can, I don't trust that Waffle House. So we were passing by this FedEx truck. And I'm slowing down because the truck's kind of in the street. You know how the FedEx trucks and those delivery trucks, they don't stop. They just kind of, I don't even know if they hit brakes. They just kind of throw the truck in neutral, because I'm assuming it's a stick shift as much as it stops. They kind of throw it in neutral and let it roll, I'm guessing, right? Because they have so many deliveries. And so we were looking, and I was like, I don't know if he's trying to come or not. And my wife's like, I can't tell. She was like, it looks like he's sleeping. I was like, no, that don't make any sense. He's in the middle of a route. Like, why would he be sleeping? His truck's in the road, like, slanted. And as we were driving by, honest to God truth, this guy, and I couldn't like really see. I would assume he's probably somewhere around 30, but the guy his head was tilted to the side like this, his eyes were closed, and he wasn't moving. And my assumption was the guy was exhausted. The guy had fallen asleep because they had worked him so hard. So I asked my wife, I was like, are you saying what I'm saying? And she was like, I think this guy's sleeping. So I was like, all right, I could blow the horn because his truck's kind of slanted, but I'm not. Guy's tired, not tripping, not going to bother him, go around him. And I said, why do you think he's sleeping so hard? Like, what makes you think, what made him fall asleep in a place like that, right? Where This isn't a place you would choose to fall asleep in the road or parked to the side of the road. You would not choose to take a nap right there. Like, you could pull under a tree, you could go to a park somewhere, have a little lunch, take a little 15, 20-minute nap. I got it. I've done it. But to get in the truck and just close your eyes, because his eyes were closed. Like, he didn't have on glasses or anything. He was asleep. And she said, he's got to be exhausted. And I said, you bet he is. And how dangerous is that this fellow who's exhausted, working himself to death for this paycheck, he's pretty much his own shipping company. When you're working with these companies, Amazon and a host of other companies, you're pretty much the shipping department. You have so many deliveries. You're doing this all day long, sun up to sundown, just to get by, and I respect it. My gosh, I respect it. I'm not complaining about it. No. If I lost everything and I had to go to work, he and I would be fighting for that job. And because I'm not
in a quarter mile, use the left lane to turn left onto East Copeland Road, I-30 frontage road.
I apologize, guys, if you heard my GPS, but I've only been living in Dallas since 2020, so I still have to use the GPS. I'm just saying. So really, any big city.
At the light, use the left lane to turn left onto East Copeland Road, I-30 frontage road. Then use the left lane to take the I-30 ramp.
All right, I know where I'm going. And by the way, guys, I have a live training, free live training. If you want to get in it, put Middleman in the comments below. I told you I'm free. I get to do what I want to do with my day. I only use my phone to make money. That's it. I could work from home. I could work from the beach. I could work from vacation. I could work from anywhere. It does not matter. I'll teach you 3 things: how to book, take a deposit, and then dispatch. Book, deposit, dispatch, book, deposit, and dispatch. That's right. So you book the customer, you take a deposit, that's where you get paid, and then you dispatch the work to other crews, let them do all the work. I have a company here in Dallas where I live, a moving service where I book for moving companies. I have a cleaning service in Jacksonville, Florida, where I do not live, and I book for cleaning services there. And now I have a website company where we build websites all over the country. So and all we do is find the customers, take a deposit, and that's where we get paid, and then we dispatch the work to someone else and let them do the work. That's the beauty of it. I call it a middleman business. If you want to get into the free live training, put Middleman in the comments below. If you've heard enough and you're ready to get into Masterclass, type Masterclass in the comments below. I'll put the links in the description below. All right, so, but this is not going to be a long video. I just wanted to share that with you. These guys are beaten up, worn out, tired, exhausted. And even my wife recognizes. She's like, that poor guy's probably been working 7 days a week. I think they work 8 days a week. And that guy was so exhausted that he couldn't even control his body. His body was like, I'm beat, bro, gotta take a break. His body takes a break, lays down, and now it's dangerous because he's overworked. I know he's stressed out or he wouldn't be out there that long. And he's not getting rest. And the other thing is that, let me see if I have to get on this interstate.
Use the left lane to take the I-30 ramp.
Oh, they're nice. They're letting me over. There are some nice people in Dallas, I promise. And because I've been places like
continue for 3/4 of a mile.
They will not let you over. They don't even look at you. They don't even use signals. So here we go. And so, but it's dangerous because the guy's having to drive and he's tired. I've driven when I was tired. It's not a good thing to do. You should always pull over. It's very dangerous. But that guy's out there. He's literally risking his life to deliver for FedEx because he's so exhausted. Anything can happen out there. He could get into an accident, hurt himself, or hurt somebody. And you don't want to be out there overworked. People are overworked. Why? Because they want to take care of themselves.
In half a mile, merge onto I-30 East.
I respect that. I give you all the credit in the world. You're out there, you're working hard. You could be doing criminal stuff, but you're not. I appreciate hard, honest work, so I'm not against it. What I am against is, again, having a paycheck as your only source of income. If that guy, and I'm not saying he doesn't, but if he focused...
merge onto I-30 East, then take the Texas 360 exit.
All right, if he focused on building a side business, I hate calling it a hustle, but a side business, because if you call it a hustle, you're gonna think of it as a hustle. If you call her a side piece or him a side piece, you're gonna think of him as that. They might be a spouse, and you don't know it.
Take the Texas 360 exit, right. Then take the ramp to Texas 360 South.
Whatever you call it is true. Whatever story you tell it is true. And so this guy's out there, he could be working on his side business, whether it's a middleman business or anything else, and he could be creating freedom for himself. He may not get it now, but the freedom might come a year from now, 6 months from now. Where
take the ramp to Texas 360 South.
Where he can leave that company that's going to beat him down, work him until he's 65 or 70, because they're going to raise.
Continue on Texas 360 South for 3 miles.
They're going to raise the retirement age, and they're going to try to beat you down, get all the work out of you, and leave you to die at the end of the day, and then tell you they can't retire you. To me, that's a bad deal, and I don't want in on it. So this guy, if he was working on some type of business on the side in his spare time, because you have spare time, you just use it to buy dumb stuff like 2 hours of Desperate Housewives, 3 hours of a football game. I watch that stuff too, but it's not going to come before my money. And so put that stuff aside, educate yourself, jump into Masterclass, read a book, learn from me, watch more of my videos, right? Learn, educate yourself. Get into the free live Zoom training. Put Middleman in the comments. You'll get an invite, if we still have space, to the Middleman training that's coming up, 7 p.m. Right? Be there. And if you work on something, if this guy, it's not just him, it's others too. This guy was working on something on the side. He would be working on a business, using the business to grow in the business until the business starts making enough money where he can say bye-bye to FedEx and get his life back. But that guy they're going to work him to physical death if he lets them. And they're going to do the same thing to you and then fire you because they don't want to retire you. It's either retire them or fire them, and they're going to fire you. You're either going to get retired by the company or fired by the company. They're going to fire you if they can. So again, guys, protect yourself. I know you're working hard. I commend it. I applaud you. Look, it's a good thing. But what I'm telling you is there's a better way to do it, and you can get your life back and your time back.
In 1.5 miles, use the right lane to take the exit toward Texas 303 Spur West, Pioneer Parkway East.
All right, if you work not 10, 12 hours a day for someone else to make them wealthy, you could at least spend an hour or two a day making yourself rich. I'm just saying. So guys, work on yourself. I got to get out of this lane. Work on yourself. Try to change your life. Put yourself in the best successful position possible. Get in the masterclass. Let me teach you what I do. You might like it. You might not. But you might look up and go, you know what? That guy makes sense. And you know what? I'm going to be in this masterclass. I'm going to learn what you have. And I'm going to try to use it to change my life and give myself some freedom so I can enjoy life and not have to work myself to death. That's all I want to share with you. FedEx drivers and other drivers out there working themselves to death. Don't let it be you. Don't let these companies use you until you expire, and they're going to throw you away just like a bad carton of milk. So please do something. Put yourself in position right now. Your journey to financial freedom starts right now. You don't have time. I hate when people say, well, you have time. You don't have time. That's the one thing you don't have. I promise. It's leaving you by the minute. Right now, it's gone. 2 minutes ago, gone. 1 second, gone. By the time I finish the sentence, it's already in the past. You don't have time. See you guys that are serious in the live training. For everybody else, don't fall asleep on the side of the road. Peace.